And your geometrical results will help the nation as never before. There was a time when economically India was at peak. We were home to global institutions. Our institutions made us proud. Nalanda, Takshila. You will help us regain that position, and that will fructify for sure when India attains centenary of its independence in 2047. The people of this country look up to you, for Bharat will be at 2047. I recollect when the Honorable Prime Minister was addressing a bash like yours, he said, dialogue and diplomacy are the greatest weapons. And these can be further weaponized when you bring culture, civilizational ethos, and history to your aid. Friends, there will be tough challenges in your career. When you will be in the beginning, you will look around your peers. They might be getting some role somewhere. They may be talking in a different manner, and that you could have made much better outside financially. But when I addressed the Indian bureaucracy on Civil Services Day, I gave one point to them. No one in India belonging to any family, rich or poor, he would have always dreamt of getting into IAS or IFS in the civil service of this country. No one can be there who has never had this dream. Your dream has come true. Time is that you realize the dreams and aspirations of over 1.3 billion people. I have no doubt you will do it. Friends, you have to be somewhat different to make a difference. And that has to be the individual trait I have myself seen. If I have been abroad, I have noticed young Indian Foreign Service officials, and trust me, they delivered so effectively, I would never forget their face. I may not be in a position by virtue of age and otherwise to know firsthand what your accomplishments will be. But I can tell you, there is an element of predictability because of the tough training you get. And that predictability is, you will make a difference wherever you go. You will make a difference for the better. You will be an asset for the country. And you shall never get away from the fact that we have to place nation always first. This is not optional. This is not compulsive. This is the only way, and that is in the interest of the nation, interest of humanity. My congratulations to all of you. Can you now tell me on a lighter note, how many of you are married? Your parents are lucky. Because those who are not married, their parents must be having hell of a time. Am I right? They'll be having a hell of a time. And that is the strength of Indian society. They realize immediately. Can you just imagine the kind of happiness your family, your friends, your society got when you got into IFS? Can you imagine the kind of pride which was there in the body language of your parents, your nanas, nanis, dada, dadis, everyone? Your one achievement has electrified the entire ecosystem in your circle. Your accomplishments will electrify the largest democracy on the planet. I have no doubt about it. Best of luck. Be ever happy. Be ever blessed. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your gracious remarks. May I now request my fellow officer trainee, Pusapati Sahitya, to deliver vote of thanks.
Honorable Vice President of India, Madam Dr. Sudesh Thankar, Special Secretary Sunil Gupta sir, Dean Dharmendra sir, senior officers of the Vice President Secretariat and the Ministry of External Affairs. It's my honor to propose this vote of thanks this evening. First of all, I, an IFS officer trainee of the 2022 batch, on behalf of the Sushma Swaraj Institute of Foreign Service and the Ministry of External Affairs, convey my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Vice President for sparing valuable time out of his busy schedule to interact with us today. Sir, thank you for putting us at ease with your wit and humor in the beginning of the remarks. And we would like to learn so much from your attention to details and the insights on team building, optimism, reminding us of the interesting times that we are in and the responsibility that we have upon us as we represent India, a power and a force to reckon. We would like to do our best in our careers with the best of traditions, doing our bit to act as sentinels of democracy and also being innovative along the way so that we make the difference that you aspire. I would next like to thank Dean Sushma Swaraj Institute of Foreign Service and his team for their constant support and guidance to us officer trainees. I would like to thank all the distinguished guests once again for their presence and support. Thank you and have a good evening.
Thank you, Sahitya. Ladies and gentlemen, I request you all to kindly gather for a group photograph in the lawn outside.
I think for a good reason, and I do not know how to rationalize it. Rajesh has kept a photograph in the lawn because that is a normal place where when governors come to call on the vice president, they get a photograph there. But he has chosen a time where it will be slightly warm. So never forget that. He has done it. So what we can do is, you can have refreshments.
संसदीय गतिविधियों से जुड़ी हर खबर, संसदीय समितियों पर एक नजर। राष्ट्रपति, उपराष्ट्रपति, प्रधानमंत्री और लोकसभा अध्यक्ष के प्रमुख कार्यक्रम, संसदीय प्रशिक्षण की खबरों का साप्ताहिक ब्यौरा। पार्लियामेंट दिस वीक, हर शुक्रवार शाम 6:30 बजे।